Hey Rob, my man, it's so nice to have you on the show today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing I'm doing quite fine, my man. Thank you so very much for being here. I truly appreciate it. For trying again. This is the second time. Thank you so much. And you see, Rob, yeah, oftentimes I love to thank my guests for two things. And I do this so often to the point where it has become an anthem for me. So firstly, I want to say thank you so very much, Rob, for investing in yourself. You see, you are on this platform right now because you did invest that in yourself. And oftentimes, my man, I love to make reference to the amazing mango tree. Say some months back, I was on a particular road, and just by the roadside, Rob, there was this very tall, unattractive mango tree. And I use the word unattractive because the mango tree's got no mangoes on it, and the leaves were all dry. So I just walked past it and I went my way. But you see, Rob, just recently I was on that same road, and this time around, a lot's changed about the mango tree. The mango tree caught my attention pretty good from a distance, and immediately I got the urge to move so close to it, of which I did, and it wowed me. Because now the mango tree's got a lot of mangoes on it, beautiful green leaves and healthy branches. And not just mangoes now, Rob. I'm talking about ripe mangoes. It was such a lovely, beautiful moment for me that day. I was so excited. Here is my point. The fact that you dedicated your time, energy, and resources to becoming the amazing Rob that you are today, that alone has made it really impossible for me to skip you. And that's why you got the request from me to be on the show because I was attracted to the fruit of all that you're doing. Your insights, your philosophies, how you're offering your solutions, the impact your work is having. These stuffs are beautiful. And just before I sent you the text, I said to myself, I've got to benefit from these beautiful things Rob is doing. Not only me now, but even the audience. And here we are today with the amazing Rob. So thank you so very much for doing that to yourself. And secondly, thank you for saying yes to the invite. Because if you had said nope, there was nothing Elisha could do about it. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful. So let's get started. You see, I'm quite excited to have you on the show today, Rob, for two reasons. Firstly, my interest in knowledge seeking. I believe in order for one to transition from a terrible situation to that of a beautiful one, I believe it takes the application of knowledge. Not just knowledge now, but the application of it. And you see, Rob, ever since I discovered that light in the Hebrew means knowledge and darkness means ignorance, I've been so keen to knowledge seeking. Why? Because I do not want to remain in the dark. So that's going to make our conversation today very important to me and even to the listeners. The second reason why I'm excited to have the amazing Rob on the show is for the sake of the audience. You see, Rob, we live in an age where information is as abundant as grains of sand. We've got a lot of information flying out there. So these folks trust me for quality, eye-opening, and very important information, of which I am totally convinced, Rob, that our conversation is going to be insightful and impactful. So for that reason, Robert man, let's get started with your introduction. Talk to us about your personal or your professional journey, because right now we are so curious. We want to know how Rob got here. Then afterwards, I've gotten some beautiful questions for you. Okay, Rob, my man, over to you.
Sure. Thank you very much. So my name's Rob Bach, and from a very early age, I fell in love with music. My dad's a musician and composer. We all played piano, violin, sang in choir, those sorts of things. And when I first went to work, I had an opportunity to go work for a music store. And I've kind of been doing that ever since. So I've been in music retail and distribution, working for Virgin, for Amazon, for a company called CD Baby, and now for my own company, Spinney Media, helping musicians put their physical albums out there and making more money from their music. So I'm really happy to have my own company now and still be pursuing music and helping musicians get their music out there.
Beautiful, beautiful. They say music is a universal language. I got that. Okay, let's get personal a bit. Can you talk to us about Spinney Media and how does it help musicians and labels?
Yeah, so for many musicians and labels, bringing on a physical distribution partner, someone who can help them get their physical albums out there, take the kind of hassle of packaging them up, sending them to fans, making sure everything's done well and professionally, isn't accessible to artists that are coming up, that are starting to get fans but haven't made it yet. So we came up with Spinney Media, me, my wife, and my founding partner Joel, to really help all artists participate in this huge boom and interest in vinyl and CDs and even cassettes, and make sure every artist, regardless of what stage they're at in their career, could get help doing physical distribution to direct to their fans in a way that freed up their time, made it less of a hassle, and was affordable. So that's what we designed Spinney Media around. So now we help all these musicians and labels. Super exciting every day to get orders and send them on to fans, and have conversations with these musicians about what's next, what do they need, so we can keep growing Spinney Media and making sure that it really helps any artist anywhere sell more physical albums.
Amazing. That's a great one you're doing. Oh boy, you see, I knew it. I knew it that there is always a solution to every problems. Beautiful. I love what you're doing. So there is something
Thank you.
very inevitable, yeah, which is challenges. So how has the journey been so far running Spinning Media?
Oh, there are always challenges. So my favorite kind of mantra, back to what you started the discussion with, is what's the problem to solve, or what's the opportunity we should chase? So keeping that focus helps me and the folks I work with at Spinney Media to get through challenges as they present themselves. What's the best way to get around this? What's the best way to get through it? And make sure that we're taking care of our customers. So it all starts with that artist, with that label, and making sure we're doing the right thing for them. If we're doing that and we're providing value, then it's all going to work out. So day to day, there are certainly things that come up like, oh, I wish that didn't happen, and even larger challenges in just running a business. But we confront those and try to turn them into opportunities wherever we can. Hopefully that sums it up. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I got that. Okay. So how did your experience at Amazon and CD Baby shape your approach to Spinning Media?
Yeah, so at Amazon, I designed Amazon's reverse logistics, which is how things are returned to vendor, liquidated, how you handle overstock, how you handle damaged product, while also running a bunch of other departments because it was 1998. Amazon was a small company at that time. They were just expanding beyond books. By the time I left in 2000, we had built out 6 distribution centers and we're supporting 9 or 10 different product lines, on the way to the first $1 billion in sales in a very short period of time. So I really learned, and I think continue to hone my leadership skills. How do I go in there, work with a team, and not micromanage, not tell them how to do their jobs, but say, like, what are we striving for and why? And the how is up to you. I'm here as a resource. I'm here to help you out. But as a team, we can do so much more than I can do or than I can instruct others to do. So I think Amazon for me was a great learning experience as a leader, finding a really good language and approach where we could take on these huge, crazy timelines, crazy challenges, and as a team be able to take care of it together in a way where everyone could really fully utilize their talent. So that's been my goal ever since. And at CD Baby, I think, again, I was there for 14 years, I believe, as the COO, building out these teams, building out these processes, and making sure that we were taking care of our artists.
Awesome, man. I got that. So let us look at the process, all right? How does the process work when a musician signs up or signs up with Spinning Media? Can you take us
Yeah.
through the process?
So, yeah, we tried to keep it really simple because, again, one of our jobs is to be accessible to everybody, make it relatively inexpensive to get help, and then to keep the process as simple as possible. So you sign up, you choose a subscription level based on how much you actually want to store in our warehouse. So for as little as $2, you can store 10 CDs or 10 albums on the shelf and just have us send out orders for you as people place orders on our platform or place it on your Bandcamp page, as an example. But you just sign up, pay for a subscription, type in some album information that helps us understand what you're going to be shipping to us, and then you ship it to us. We take care of the rest. We store it. We list it on multiple marketplaces, our own, which is a Shopify store, Amazon, and eBay. And then as orders come in from that, we ship it to your fans for you. It really is that simple. At the end of the day, the really cool thing is we don't take a commission. So we make our money from the subscription and from shipping and handling margin, which your fans pay. You actually get 100% of what we get back from places like Shopify, Amazon, or eBay for your product sale. So we have a model where it's a subscription up front, and the artist gets 100% of their earnings. And again, that's really built to be this easy system for artists to plug into. Walk back, go make more music, go on tour, work your day job while we're handling all the logistics for you.
Wow, that's amazing. Very simple, without stress. I love what you're doing. It's a fantastic one. Keep it up, my man. So there's
Thank
this
you.
part. Yeah. Artists should? Do you think it is important for artists to keep 100% of their earnings?
I do. I think it's tough these days. A lot of artists, particularly starting in 2016, switched to a digital-only approach. I'm going to cut my album. I'm going to spend all this time, love, money, energy on creating this wonderful music. I'm going to master it. I'm going to make it as beautiful as I can. And then I'm going to send it to a streaming platform that's going to compress it and make it sound not as I intended. And hopefully that'll work and a lot of fans will find me. Maybe not surprisingly, that hasn't worked for most artists. I think streaming still has a place. It's a great place for fans to discover your music. It's a good place to take music on the go. But it doesn't pay independent artists and labels much, if anything. You have to get 1,000 streams, for example, on Spotify to get paid at all. And then it's micro pennies for each stream. So artists have, if they want to try to make some money at creating music, they've got to either, ideally all these, they've got to do some live shows. They need to have a merch table, and they need to have physical albums. Those are the ways to make money these days as an artist. You also need to do streaming. It's good marketing. But it's so important to have other ways to make your money back from your project of love, so you can create that next album, that next music that's on your mind. And also, occasionally you can break through, start to expand your fan base, and have a successful career, whether it's part-time or full-time as a musician. So I've worked with musicians that literally, they were in our office, called home to mom that day and said, you know what, we've sold so many albums, we get to quit our day job. So that's the dream, and everyone can approach that as in the way that makes sense for them.
I got that. Okay, so we have just 2 more questions to go. What makes physical albums like CDs still valuable till today? I can't remember the last time I got one.
Yeah, interestingly, it's the younger generations driving demand these days. So, in my generation, at one point, all we had were physical albums. I was at Warehouse Entertainment way back when, a retail store here on the West Coast, in 1987, pulling vinyl out of the bins for the first time to make room for CDs. So I've seen like this whole trajectory from physical albums to CDs to digital downloads to streaming, and now back to physical. And it's the younger generations that are driving it. They love the packaging. They like the art. They love the liner notes. They love looking at the lyrics. They love sharing with their friends, sitting down and being purposeful, listening to an actual album instead of listening to streaming on the go, or finding that their favorite songs have been taken off of streaming for licensing reasons. This younger generation wants to unplug and have an analog experience, and they also love music and the people who create it. So they know that to support these artists, buying an album, a CD, or a vinyl, even if they don't have a player for it, which is crazy, but people are buying CDs who don't have a CD player right now. But they're buying it to support the artist, enjoy the artwork, enjoy the music as it was intended, and manufacturing on CD players and vinyl. We're seeing new models come out all the time now to help support this new demand. So I'm really excited that younger generations are unplugging. I think that's healthy, craving this analog experience, and also supporting their favorite musicians. They get it. And that's where we're seeing a lot of the demand come from now.
I see. I see. Now I get it. Okay, so finally, let's talk about your daughter, Hannah. So, how has your
Mm-hmm.
daughter influenced your work or advocacy?
Yeah, so for those who don't know Hannah, I used to blog about this ages ago. You can find it in the Wayback Machine. Um, Hannah was born with some significant developmental and physical disabilities. She was told from day one she's not going to be able to do this. She's never going to speak. She's never going to be able to walk. She's done her version of all those things. And at the core for Hannah is she loves music. I am her jukebox. She will touch my mouth and I will sing her Beatles songs. We listen to Queen in the car. She just really enjoys music, going to see live musicians with me. She is now 21 years old. So as an adult, she continues to need support for her disabilities. And she loves music. She's just full of energy and life and just enjoys time outside and enjoys time with me and the family. So Hannah is an inspiration because that love for music is so essential to who she is, as well as just getting her out to shows and supporting those musicians live. As I've been talking about other generations doing it, I'm still doing it with Hannah, and she's just loving the experience. So it's a great way for us to connect and a way to support her.
And I get it. Beautiful. Such a beautiful person. Awesome. Okay, Rob, so to bring this to an end, what would you like to leave the audience with, like a final and to those folks who would like to reach out to you, learn more about everything we've discussed so far, or even ask questions. Or we've got some artists who are so inspired and they want to join the amazing stuff you're doing. How can that be possible?
Yeah, I think on the personal level, just find your joy. You love music as a fan, go find the things that energize you. You're a musician, pursue that love. There are ways to not only enjoy it, but also to make some money from it. And we've talked about that. The best ways to reach out to me are on my website. You can go to www.spinneymedia.com and reach out to me and my team there. That's also where you sign up and you'll learn more about the company. And we'd love to have more and more people signing up so that we can help you make money from your physical album.
Beautiful. So that's going to be the end of the show, my man. Thank you for coming and thank you for sharing
Thank
these
you very
beautiful
much.
stuffs with us. And thank you for the wonderful stuff that you're doing. It's amazing. Thank
Thank you again.
you. Okay.